In 1826, James Cooper wrote a novel called The Last of the Mohicans about the French and the Indian War when France and Great Britain battled for control of North America. During the war, both the French and the British used Native American allies, the French more so as they were outnumbered in the northeast frontier areas. The novel is primarily set in the upper New York wilderness and details the transport of two daughters, Alice and Cora, to a safe destination at Fort William Henry. Many movies have been made based off this novel, but the one I will be comparing it to is Michael Mann's version in 1992. I chose this film because of the many differences Michael Mann decided to make. The film has been sniffed by historians saying what could have been a great fact-based film is instead a reasonably entertaining fantasy. The greatest difference between the novel and the 1992 film by Michael Mann is the relationships between Hawkeye, the Scout, and the Major have been changed. In the 1992 film, the hatred is easily readable between the characters of Hawkeye and Duncan the Major, whereas in Cooper's book, their relationship is based on respect and both are willing to give their lives in order to save the other. Another major difference is the love interest of Hawkeye. In the movie, Hawkeye and a lady named Cora make love after Cora refuses another man's marriage proposal. But as far as the novel goes, Duncan, who proposes to Cora in the movie, actually prefers her sister Alice. There is not even the slightest suggestion that Hawkeye is in love with Cora. The complete opposite is true to the novel, where Cora and Hawkeye's relationship is that of a daughter and father, because Hawkeye is old enough to be her father. One more major difference between the two is Michael Mann decided who he wanted to die and who he wanted to live. In Cooper's book, Cora is the one stabbed to death by one of the warriors, and not Alice, like the movie has us to believe. Also in the movie, Mann kills two characters, Colonel Monroe and Major Hayward, where in Cooper's novel they both live. In the Deconstructing an American Myth, Hollywood and the Last of the Mohicans, written by Jeffrey Walker, he stated, Michael Mann's decision to turn The Last of the Mohicans primarily into a love story and to ignore the essence of the Native American theme is the strangest and most damaging plot twist of all. It is one thing to borrow scenes from other novels, to invent scenes, or to mismatch lovers to sell theater tickets, but to manipulate the story's plot in an attempt to make history more vivid and realistic for the contemporary filmgoer is questionable directing and screenwriting. Hollywood has a way of taking bits of the truth from history or novels and turning it into something they think is better to make a good movie, to sell more tickets, and make more money. In conclusion, Cooper's novel, The Last of the Mohicans, compared to Michael Mann's version in 1992, are completely different, even though one is based off the other. The 1992 film is not a bad movie. In fact, many people like the movie, saying that it brings the imagination to life when trying to picture the characters from Cooper's novel. Just know when watching the movie, if you have already read the book, that it is not the same, just a really good movie to watch. Same for the novel. It is nothing like the movie. It is even said to be better, but not comparable to each other. Thank you.